Where are you from?
Whoa.
It's alright, don't worry, it won't hurt. Just keep talking, it's cool.
I'm Claire from Franklin, Massachusetts.
Oh, that's what our song's about.
I also drive a PT Cruiser.
Stop! You win.
All
we
my
ask
friends
you a
make fun of
question?
me for it, so like I really appreciate
No,
it.
it's a badge of honor.
Okay, so my question. If you were to make another music video that continues to tell the story of any previous music video you've done, which video would you choose to continue?
Pressure.
Pressure for sure. We gotta know what
It
happens.
makes the most sense.
We need to
I'm
know
just
what
kidding.
happens after the pipes burst.
I just need to get a part of that one, man.
Like, do we dry off? Do we towel off and walk out unscathed?
I don't know.
Well, that shower made everybody look a little different on stage, didn't it?
It did. I looked like a little wet rat.
No, I mean, after the video, the people look completely different,
Yes,
true.
you're right.
you know?
This Rose-Colored Boy is the continuation of Pressure.
Yeah.
I really want to. Well, we really liked working with Warren Fu on Rose-Colored Boy. He's so brilliant and just really talented, and he worked well with us. Because you know, it's not an easy thing to just be. You're a band, and then suddenly you're supposed to be actors and kind of like do the thing. But he was great to work with. So I would just like to keep doing, even if it wasn't that exact storyline. Like maybe he could do a spin-off.
Yeah, that one was fun.
He was so fun to work with. Get one?
No. Do it.
It was Pressure.
Is it everybody answers it, or? I've never done one of these, so I don't know.
I think I'd be lying if I said any other video other than Rose-Colored Boy. I'd be trying to say something to get some woos in the crowd. I like that everything that we say, I feel like someone has like, I guess no one else did a woo, so I'm gonna do one. It's good. So yeah, same.
Yeah. That was fun.
I mean, I guess you could keep walking through New York.
We could go to
That would be
other
pretty
places.
boring.
Yeah, we could maybe
Find a different neighborhood.
go to Jersey. Just
Yeah. Get a sub. Jersey Mike's sub.
take the subway.
Get a
Get
really
a bagel at that place by the
Oh,
studio. We shot an album. We recorded an album in Jersey.
Shot an album called Riot in
So-
New Jersey. It's on film.
So yeah, we could go back to there. Okay. All right, we got it.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Hi. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Morgan. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. So my question for you guys is, what were your AIM instant messenger screenings when you were younger?
Damn it.
Now,
Taylor made mine. It was THA, Zack Attack. The Zack Attack.
He said, yeah, that's a great idea.
Well, I didn't know what I was signing up for. I was like, sure, let's do it. What is it?
We spend so much time around your computer at your house just talking.
I mainly just sat behind you. We just sat behind people talking to other people.
Yeah. We just watched Josh talk to people.
We did watch because I literally only talked to you guys and waited for Josh to talk to me on Instant Messenger, which didn't happen, but you guys talked to me.
So a couple of trolls sitting around a black computer is so weird when you think about it.
Those were dark days. I had a bunch of them, but I don't remember what my first one was. Do you guys remember my first one? I think it was Happy Clappy 321. Sounds about right. Then
Everybody's gonna change their Instagram names to that now.
Yeah, and then I started listening to all these different bands and changed my username all the time to lyrics and stuff, but Happy Clappy was my true, purest self.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like I always would change mine because
You always have my favorite one.
I always had insane ones. Maybe my worst one. I thought about it when Taylor from Local Natives, he's playing an SG, and took me back because Josh had a Les Paul, and I was like, well, I guess I can't get that now. So I was like, I'm gonna get an SG, and I became obsessed with them, and I was like, okay, I want people to know that I like music, and I like SG, so I went with Flippin' SG.
Yes!
And I was like, this is sick.
That was so real.
I like, this is funny and cool.
It was.
It wasn't
It's cooler
either.
now.
Taylor would sign on and be like, door would open, and like 5 seconds later, he'd be like, hey, what are you listening to? And I'd be like, I'd say what I was listening to, what are you listening to? And he'd say something cool. And then hours would go by and no one would
And
say
then I
anything.
just hear.
That was what was so funny. When you would get on, just remember this now, you would get on, and we had so many names at this point, and I'd be like, no, I didn't want that name. So I'd close out, and then open another one, close out, and I'd be like, and then like, found my one, you know, that I really wanted to be. You remember that? I would see you guys like sign on, oh, nope, not that one. Oh, yep, whoops.
Yeah, because Happy Clappy just became straight up embarrassing. I was like, I can't be on this. I can't sign
Immediately
into this one.
removed.
Oh man, thanks for that trip down memory lane. Hey, do
Yeah,
you
that was
have
great.
one?
Mine was I Love Ricky Martin, girl.
You just won.
Straight to the point.
You won.
Own it. Own it.
Don't hide what you love.
Oh my god.
It's actually still the email that I used today.
Stop.
I'm gonna
You
email it.
won.
Is it at AOL?
Yeah.
We're
No,
all gonna
it's
email
not.
you.
Well, it's ILRM, girl. Not that anyone needs to know, but
Now everybody knows
I'm
it. It's
so
cool.
proud.
That's incredible.
I remember when the dial-up was going, and Taylor and I would be like, man, who are we gonna talk to? We had to wait for internet. You know what I mean? We like had conversations while the internet
You
was trying to
remember the
work.
away message was so passive aggressive too. It was like you're just like leaving like a song lyric that you're like, ooh, they're gonna see this.
You were
they're
one of the
gonna
only
know
people that actually did cool song lyrics.
Oh, I did cool song lyrics because I wanted you all to know how cool I was.
It was cool.
How stupid is this? Like leave a lyric.
Fading away into
No,
the
just
black
where are
sky
you?
while you
Where are
find
you?
Those are really
Like,
cool
oh, well,
lyrics.
hey,
Those
let's
are
listen
cool.
to something cool.
Mine were always like BRB pooping. Hee hee.
Good question.
you guys.
Thank you so much.
Hey, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, my name is Shay. I'm from Washington, D.C. If
Nice.
you ever want to tour our monuments, museums, or march with the women, please stay with me and my fiance Michelle.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Wow, that's so cool.
Super cool.
No thanks.
Stop, Zach.
I'm just kidding.
Don't.
I would love to. I would love to. I want to go to a women's march. I don't know about the monuments. I don't really care about that.
We've got some other cool marches too.
Cool.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, my question is a tour question. So do you have any habits, traditions, superstitions that you can't help but do while on tour?
Let's see. Which ones do we say? Which ones do we not? Well, okay, first of all, like we've probably, I don't know if we've said this before, and this isn't to prove a point or anything, but we've literally we always pray before the show. We huddle together, all 7 of us, and sometimes people like that are in the room with us, and we just sort of pray that, you know, whatever needs to happen happens, and people get what they need from the show, and that we get what we need from the show. It's, I don't know, we've never not done it. Are you okay?
Yeah, the boat's rocking a little.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's one thing that we've always done. But one thing that I like, and this isn't necessarily a tradition, but I'll say it because a lot has changed in the last year on the road. And the way that we live on the road feels so differently. And it still gets lonely, and you still miss home a lot and all that. But even with that, I feel like a lot of our crew's been with us for, you know, a decade, some of them, and some of them are new, but it feels like. But it's such a family, and we just hang out and we talk and we live life together. And even when we're back home in Nashville, a lot of our family lives there too, and we hang there. And it makes touring the world so much more special because you have, again, back to like the mirror, we all can mirror each other and talk to one another about like real stuff, because man, sometimes the show is hard. I mean, you guys actually help make the show so cool, because there are days that we're just tired, or you know, you might miss your house or something. But I think something that isn't necessarily tradition, but it's become part of our ethos, is just to have family close and have community with the people that we're around. It makes touring the best.
We don't have a lot of like traditions, or we've been asked questions that are similar to this, and I think that we just like panic because we're like so boring. We are so boring on the road. So the only thing that's consistent is eating and sleeping and
Vegan.
and Zach being funny.
You said superstitious, and I started laughing because have you seen The Office? And he goes, "I'm not superstitious." So on tour, I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you for the invite, by the way.
Great question. Hi,
There
what's
she
your-
is.
Yes.
Oh, they know you. What's your name? Where are you from?
Eurydice from Austin, Texas.
And by the way, I don't know if I even knew where you're from because you are everywhere.
Yes.
Every show. All the time. It's great.
I always smile when I see you. You make me smile.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I like to laugh too. Can you laugh again? Just kidding. That's so hard. That's so hard to like. So different than like smile again. Hey, laugh again. Okay.
Okay, so we all know that y'all put on great concerts, but what was one of y'all's favorite concerts you've attended, and what made it so memorable for you?
In life or like this year?
In life.
Okay. Wow.
Well, there's a lot of them, but I'll say this one because it kind of circles back around to this cruise. But a few years ago, me and my brother and sister-in-law went and saw local natives at the Ryman in Nashville. And yeah, seeing them last night, it brought me back, but it was one of the most, because it was not about production or this big show, it was like just these people that are so sickly talented, and I left so inspired. Like, I'm so grateful they're here, but I wasn't crying, I just didn't happen. But yeah, that's up there.
It was insane. I was mad that I never saw them before last night. It was so good.
So good.
I feel like I've seen some really cool shows. I feel super lucky. Even when we play festivals, we get to see, like, you know, last year we saw Phoenix in Mexico, and it was so, I felt just like I was in another dimension. It was beautiful. But growing up, I saw some cool shows, but I will say that nothing tops last year when we took a road trip to see Radiohead in Atlanta. It changed my whole life. It changed the way that I want to be a singer. It changed the way that I want to perform. And, you know, I don't think there's anyone that might ever touch how cool Radiohead are, but I listened to them so much as a teenager, and then I just stopped for a while. And I had to, like, tell the guys, like, man, I'm sorry. I just fell off. And I'm so thankful we went to this show because I still think about it like it was yesterday. It was like seeing, the way that I describe it is, it was like seeing a secret. And they were up on this stage doing something that was so special to them, and so, like, the music was so intentional and yet wild at the same time. And what they do, they can only really do. And I felt like I was watching such an intimate moment, and I felt so excited and blessed to witness it, you know? And I've never felt like that at a show. I love to be entertained, sure, and I love seeing talent, but it was just like, I mean, I can't wait to see them again. It was the best, and it was so fun to be with them and all of our friends. It was really special.
I was gonna say Radiohead, but not that show, even though I did go to that show. I was gonna say another one.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't love that, but I wasn't sitting with you. So I gotta think about something else. I think my favorite show I've ever seen in my life, well, it's kind of hard because it's not like my favorite band or anything, but there was this reggae band from Nashville called Island Vibes. It's a restaurant, actually. They're just a backing band. And they played at my friend's farm. And I know this sounds funny because most of the things that come out of my mouth don't sound real, but I lost myself in, like, having fun. And when I look at you guys when we play and you just, like, look like you don't care about anything else going on besides being there, I felt like that. And that's hard to feel like that when you perform all the time. And so I connected to how you guys feel, I think, a little bit. And it was, yeah, cheer, please. And then it was just really, really, really carefree, and I want my life to be more like that.
You got on stage with them and you started playing with them, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't really know what happened.
He was into it and then
Music
he
took
just
me away.
was on stage playing.
I helped them set up, and they said, "Yeah, I'm on," to me, and I felt like accepted. You know, I was like, "Yes, sir." What? Yeah, I'm on. What? It was sick. Island Vibes, check them out. I don't think that's their band name, but that's the restaurant in Nashville.
Let's all go.
I've never even been to that restaurant.
We're gonna go when we get home.
Yeah, Mom.
Okay.